Hi, I'm Chef Ravina. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is another Christmas special episode. I'm going to be making quinoa stuffed butternut squash, and this is going to be a Christmas themed recipe. It's such a great recipe for a main course that you can serve up at your home gathering or at a party or really for a festive meal. And it's super healthy, super tasty at the same time. So I can't wait to get started. Let's get going. The first thing that I'm going to do today is cut this across so that I get the space for the stuffing before I roast it. The next thing that I'm going to do is remove all the seeds to create a nice hole for my quinoa stuffing. So just use a spoon to scoop it out. The next thing that I'm going to do is core my butternut squash so that I have diagonal cuts across. And lastly, I'm going to now put some oil, so olive oil and some salt and pepper, marinate this to put it to roast in the oven. In a baking tray, add your butternut squash that you've scooped out the seeds of and marinated well with some olive oil, salt and pepper, and add this to the oven to roast. Along with this, I'm going to add some cherry tomatoes as well. So I have 2 ramekins with whole cherry tomatoes. I'm going to add some olive oil and some salt and pepper again. Massage this gently with your hands and put this to roast as well. Now that my butternut squash and my cherry tomatoes are marinated well in olive oil, salt and pepper, I'm going to add this into the oven to roast. Now that my butternut squash and cherry tomatoes are roasting, I'm going to move on to my stuffing. So this I'm going to make on gas. In a pan, I'm going to add some olive oil, followed by some minced garlic. Once my garlic has this translucent color, I'm going to go ahead and add my onions. So I've used these small Madras onions which are currently available in your local market. You can also use spring onions or regular onions. To my onion mixture, I'm going to add a little bit of salt and some smoked paprika. If you don't have smoked paprika, you can add some chili powder. Once my onions have a beautiful translucent color, I'm going to go ahead and add the mushrooms. So I've just used regular button mushrooms, and once again a little pinch of salt and some pepper. So my mushroom onion mixture is ready. I'm going to wait for this to completely cool down before mixing it with the remaining ingredients for my stuffing. Now that my mushroom onion mixture has cooled significantly, I'm going to mix all the ingredients of my stuffing into this bowl. The first thing that I'm going to add is my mushroom onion mixture. I'm then going to add some quinoa that's been cooked in advance. I'm also going to add some cooked chickpeas, some basil, a squeeze of lemon, some feta cheese. You're welcome to replace this with some almond ricotta, some sumac, a little bit more smoked paprika, and I'm going to check for salt. My cherry tomatoes are fresh out of the oven and looking lovely. I'm going to now add these to my main filling mixture. One of the secret tips is to always remove this extra beautiful juice and add it to the filling. So my butternut squash is out of the oven. To check if it's roasted properly, I just need to pass a knife through. If my knife slides in easily like it does here, that means it's cooked beautifully. I'm now gonna plate this with my filling. The first thing I'm gonna do is take a plate. I'm gonna add my butternut squash in the center of my plate, and in the hole, I'm gonna add a lot of the filling. Now you want it to be a little bit overfilled, and then you're gonna garnish with a little bit of olive oil as well as some pistachios for crunch. So my beautiful quinoa stuffed butternut squash is ready. I can't wait to dig in. It looks amazing. Oh my god. The crunch of the pistachios, the sweetness of the cherry tomatoes, and the quinoa and chickpea filling make this dish a winning main course dish for your Christmas dinner. I hope you give this a try. It's so delicious and so yum, and I can't wait to see your creations. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe.